Now transparency, so let's say if you want to control the transparency of this yellow box and window, let's say transparency here, you just basically change the opacity, that's all, like this. Okay, it's pretty straightforward. It has also the blend mode, like the Photoshop. So you can do multiply, lighten, and such. That's under window, transparency. Like this. Now, so let's see. Can get the. All right, so let's say if you created some like this type of work, right? So both of them have transparency, and they're overlapping, and then creating a third color. And then perhaps you would have like some kind of image behind it or something. For web design or any digital, it'll be fine as is. But if you need to send this thing to printing, then you would have to talk with the printer how they want it, how they want the file. Typically, some printing place, they will convert it, or they will have some kind of a clear guide for transparency in Illustrator. Or you can do, I think Illustrator can convert it, like how you have the, let's say, Pathfinder, and then it will just break it off and then have separate fill color, and then make it look like it's a transparent color, but it's not actually transparent. So in printing, there's no transparency, so it will just kind of lighten the color and then merge with the background color and then create a whole new color for it. So depending on the printing place that you're dealing with, you have to make sure that either they have the guideline, or you would have to just convert it, and then it will look good on the, let's say, when you convert it, you probably have to convert it as an image, and if you have a background image and then they're overlapping, then you would have to convert it as an image. And if you have it like this, then instead of the green color that the red color you had originally, you would have to create just a new color for it and then fill it. Again, the printing places, they should have a guide for how to prepare your Illustrator file. So just want you to know, if you need to print something, the transparency is not really transparency. Okay? Okay. So that's for the cloud. What else? Gradient, you already know how to do it. And then like lines like this, I mean, I guess you can just use simply pencil tool and then just kind of draw it roughly like this, right? I mean, it doesn't have to be exactly the way. So that's that. What else? I think that's pretty much it, right? There's nothing particularly too difficult. It's all just kind of drawing and planning. Maybe we can just do grass, like it's pretty, again, drag and then hold down Option and then make it pointy, drag, hold down Option, this, drag. And then just fill it. Or something like that. Ideally, you don't want to have this much. Seems like a too sharp, and then I think there's a kind of overlapping there. So let me just zoom in here. So you don't want that. Looks like it's a mistake. Right. So once you have done a rough tracing, you should just go back and make sure things are not too sharp. Because like this, wait, like this one. If something's that sharp, then it's not gonna look good on printing or the images as an image. So you should make it just to fix it a little bit so that it's not too sharp. Okay, good. Okay. 2. Looks like hand, but what else? Okay. Okay. Say that again. I'm not quite sure how you work. Right. You would just rearrange it. So I have the flower in front of the stem. Does that make sense? No? Well, why don't we just try this? We're gonna try this individually, right? So, when you just show me what you're trying to do, and maybe we can all kind of watch together. So the flowers, let's say, since we're at it, maybe this. Then, so it's sort of like kind of I don't know what do you call this kind of thing? The wider top and then narrower bottom or something. So, let's say if you need something like that, no, actually it's not good because this is not curved, right? Like it would be nice if it's curved. So, so like this, and then we just need a part of this, I guess. Then maybe we can draw something like that, and then just view as a outline. So select the bottom 2 points, and then I'm just going to use a scale tool, right? And then click in center, and then bring it together like this. Maybe that's a good. And then you can just select everything. Let's see. I'm gonna cut it out. So you go to Pathfinder. You can just do divide. Then have that object like that. Just delete this. And you can, again, rotate it. I don't know if this is center, but just try it. That's too close. Rotate, R, Option, click, 40 degrees, preview. Okay, and I'll just copy it, and then Command D. It's kind of ugly, but you get the idea. But so you can do that, and then this one, circle. Now I want to so we kind of cut it, so that much, and then for the center, a little bit. So I'm gonna select everything but, everything but the center circle. Holding down Shift and then drag. And then in this case, I think maybe exclude. Oh, that doesn't work. So I think, let me just color this so that you can see it. There's something called the front minus back, or something. So I'm gonna select everything, and then I don't need the center, so I'm gonna hold down Shift and then click once. Did it deselect? For some reason, it's not working. All right, so let me see. Is that it? Minus front, maybe? No, that's not it. Minus back? All right, that's not it. Okay, so I guess we would have to do minus front, and then rotate it again if we need to. I guess it just get rid of everything for some reason. So I mean, you get the idea.